YouTube, what's good? It's your boy TD from FantasyGoodeSports, guys, and today's video is going to be on 5 streamer quarterbacks or sleeper quarterbacks that you can pick up in your draft in 2021, guys, in your fantasy drafts. I said what I said. So 5 streamers or sleeper quarterbacks that you can pick up in your fantasy football draft in 2021, maybe in the last rounds, or you don't even draft one and you just pick one up after the draft is over, guys. So, guys, let me give you some caveats before I give you my list. It's 5 guys. So, guys, it's different ways to draft. So, in one of my drafts, I didn't pick up a quarterback. I filled up my whole lineup with good players from running backs, flexes, tight ends, whatever. And then at the end of the draft or the last pick of the draft, then I went into the quarterback pool and found some of these guys. Or I just picked up a guy, as in right now, like a Gardner Minshew, and then I was just going to stream from week to week. And hopefully I would have a killer team all the way through, right? Well, some guys got hurt. They hurt my team. So when a couple of my guys got hurt, like a Terry McLaurin, like for a couple of weeks, my quarterback wasn't good enough to carry my team. So I needed all those guys. So it's different ways of drafting. So sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. So you have to go on the waiver wire to catch up to get back. So these type of guys, you don't have to go after a quarterback early. Like you don't have to go after the Lamar Jacksons or the Kyler Murrays or the Josh Allens or the Deshaun Watson or the Pat Mahomes. You can go after these guys that I'm going to tell you about. So let's get started, guys. I'm not going to hold you up long. So, this is no particular order because these are streaming quarterbacks. Guys that may not be drafted that you can go and play from week to week, or you can pick them up at the end of the draft. You know, maybe you do go and draft one. Maybe you don't want to stream. You want one that's decent, and maybe you might have to stream another quarterback a couple of weeks. But this is okay. So, I'm going to give you 5 guys. So, starting with my number 5 guy, guys, is Matt Ryan. Yes, I said it. Matt Ryan from the Atlanta Falcons. So, guys, the main reason why I love maybe picking up Matt Ryan at the end of the draft or off, or just after the waiver wire after the draft is over, is because he is a veteran and he has weapons like Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley and Russell Gage, and also other guys like Olamide Zaccheaus. Guys, he has good weapons. All Matt Ryan needs to go to a top 5 quarterback or a top 10, might not say top 5, but maybe a top 10 quarterback, is a great infrastructure through coaching. So if you give him a good offensive line and you protect Matt Ryan can put up elite fantasy numbers, guys. He did it in the past. He did it last year. I played in the league where Matt Ryan was on the championship team last year, not this year, but last year. So guys, Matt Ryan, you can pick him up. He's a veteran. He knows how to dissect the defense. That's always gonna put him ahead of the curve. Even though he's not athletic, he doesn't run. He doesn't have the upside that Kyler Murray or Lamar Jackson does. He doesn't need it because he's dissecting the defense better than those guys, and he's tall, so he can get the ball out to like Julio and Calvin, which gives you fantasy points. So guys, it's nothing wrong with picking up Matt Ryan in your later rounds if you want to make a better overall team, so you don't have to go get a quarterback in the 4th or 5th round. You just wait and get a guy for like a value. You can get him as a value at the end of the draft, and he might finish as a top 10 quarterback. So let's move on, guys. So my number 4 quarterback that you should be picking up for in 2021, if you want to stream one or if you just want a sleeper, is Ryan Tannehill. Yes, I said it, guys. Ryan Tannehill. And the reason why I'm telling you can use Ryan Tannehill as a sleeper or just a guy, a streamer, or get over a bridge quarterback is because, guys, he has a strong run game. Yes, I said it, a strong run game. You were like, well, Terry, I thought we were talking about quarterbacks. And Ryan Tannehill doesn't run. Like, what are you talking about? Strong run game. So, guys, when you have quarterbacks that have a dominant run game, I love those quarterbacks, especially if I'm going to stream one. So, if I'm looking for a quarterback, say Pat Mahomes is on the bye, and I want to stream a quarterback, Ryan Tannehill is a quarterback that I would stream, especially if Derrick Henry has a smash lineup. Now, you might say, well, why would you play Ryan Tannehill? Derrick Henry's going to get all those points. Go back and look at your schedule and look at the games that Derrick Henry gave you 30 points, 40 points. And look at Ryan Tannehill numbers. Ryan Tannehill numbers was good too. When Derrick Henry didn't play good, most of the time Ryan didn't play good. they was together, guys. They like a couple. If one booms, the other one gonna boom because it opens up for each other. So that's why if I'm a streaming quarterback, you gotta have, and you don't have a lot of upside like I said, like a Lamar Jackson or a Kyler Murray. Then I'm on okay. Well, let me look at game script. Oh, okay, this guy has a strong run game, so when they in the green zone, they can run some plays like a play action and throw it to the tight end in the corner, boom, running in, touchdown, easy. Remember when Baker Mayfield had some of his upper echelon games, like when he had 5 touchdowns in one game? Guys, you think he did that because they didn't get the ball to Nick Chubb? No, he did it because they was trying to stop Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. So that opened up for Baker, where Baker didn't have to throw it 40, 50 times. Most of these times, these guys to get 5, 6 touchdowns in a week, they usually have like 25, 26 attempts. They don't have 40 attempts like a Pat Mahomes or somebody like that. They usually have low attempts, guys, but they ceiling is so high because they got a smash play because their running back is so good. So, guys, there's nothing wrong with playing Ryan Tannehill, especially that he has a strong run game with Derrick Henry. Especially coming in next year, team's going to set out to stop Derrick Henry. Then Ryan Tannehill is going to be throwing it to A.J. Brown and Corey Davis. I expect A.J. Brown and Corey Davis numbers to go up. And even Ryan Tannehill, too. Because each year it changes. You have to evolve. So, guys, I'm not going to hold you up so too long. Let's move on to my number 3 quarterback. And I mentioned his name earlier, just a few minutes ago. And his name is Baker Mayfield. Yes, I said it. From the Cleveland Browns, Baker Mayfield. Now, the reason why I'm telling you to pick up Baker Mayfield for a streamer in 2021 or just for a deep sleeper is because of good coaching. And also, guys, he has a strong run game also. So, let me break this down. When Kevin Stefanski got hired, I knew that's what Baker Mayfield needed. Even when Baker Mayfield was at Oklahoma, he always had a strong run game, play action. It could run around and make plays. But asking him just to drop back 35, 40 times and dissect the defense, even the New York Jets, even though he didn't have strong receivers, you see him do that, he didn't look good. But if you give Baker Mayfield a strong run game, I love him. So I talked about him being a league-winning player, and he had some league-winning games at the end of the season. It's just that he had also some bad weather games. But guys, when you have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in the backfield, you put 8 men in the box. If you got 8 men in the box, you are susceptible to play-action passes. This is why I'm telling you guys. So look, let me give you an example. So a lot of people say, well, that second year, Baker Mayfield played terrible. They thought maybe they might cut him or get him off the team or whatever. But you remember Alex Smith for like 5 years. I might not say 5. I would say 3 to 4 under Mike Singletary and other coaches. Alex Smith played terrible. And then all of a sudden, you bring in Jim Harbaugh, and he takes interest in Alex and says, Alex, you great. Alex game changes. So coaching, that's why I feel like if Baker can't play. No, he needed a good coach to give him a supporting class to make the offense evolve through a run game. So now that he's evolving through a run game, Baker can be great again. And he don't have a Odell Beckham telling, throw me the ball every time. Throw me the ball. No, that's not Baker. Baker needs to be will and deal to anybody. I don't need to be looking for a one-man show. So he's not a veteran quarterback. He can't do what Aaron Rodgers does with Devontae Adams. Baker has to just throw to the open man, and that's fine. That's okay. So that's why I love Kevin Stefanski, and that makes me want to be able to pick up Baker Mayfield if I want a streamer or if I want a deep sleeper quarterback, and I want to wait till the end of my draft to pick up a quarterback. Baker Mayfield, you can do this. And Alex Smith, you've seen his career change with good coaching. Baker Mayfield will change with Kevin Stefanski. So, guys, let me move forward to my number 2 quarterback. And my number 2 quarterback that you can stream or pick up as a deep sleeper is Matthew Stafford. Yes, I said it, from the Detroit Lions, Matthew Stafford. And the reason why that I'm telling you can pick up Matthew Stafford for a deep sleeper or just a streamer for next year's draft is, guys, he is a veteran, like I said about Matt Ryan. So the same stuff that I said about Matt Ryan being a veteran, knowing the defense, this is Matthew Stafford. All he needs is a good infrastructure of coaches with a nice run game, and he can do what Ryan Tannehill does. He can do what Baker Mayfield does. But they need to evolve through the run game because he's getting older, guys. Just dropping back 40 times and letting him take all kinds of hits, that's not quarterbacking these days. If you're not like a Pat Mahomes or a coach like that, or some of these like a Aaron Rodgers, guys, you need a strong supporting class. It's not, and that doesn't make you a weak quarterback. That makes you a good quarterback. Remember, John Elway couldn't win a Super Bowl for almost 10 to 12 years. And then they hire Shanahan. He comes in and he puts his run game in there and help builds up the team. And then John Elway win 2 Super Bowls going out. So it's not always about the quarterback. It's about players around him. And I believe if Matthew Stafford get good coaches and they draft well, good offensive line, and he has decent weapons, but maybe one more weapon. You know, they got DeAndre Swift, they got Galladay. If he comes back, if he's re-signed, they got Marvin Jones. These guys can play. If they get one more guy and just run and go through that run game, guys, Matthew Stafford would be a great, and he actually can be. He could be a top 5 quarterback. Like he can easily be like on an Aaron Rodgers MVP type level. Before he got hurt 2 years ago, even though he was throwing the ball around 40 times a game, he was up for MVP. But like I said, he got injured because taking hits, he trying to throw it 40 times a game. You don't want to do that with quarterbacks today because they would get hurt. They would get flopped up. Even with the protection of the quarterbacks, they would get hurt. So Matthew Stafford, being a veteran, breaking down the defense, them building a strong team around him, guys, you can pick Matthew Stafford. This might be my best sleeper on my team. Yes, I said it. This might be the best sleeper. On my list. This might be the best sleeper on my list of all sleepers at quarterbacks. Matthew Stafford. You seen what he did? Like last week that he played, guys, he was phenomenal. Marvin Jones had over 35 points. Matthew Stafford is a beast. He's got good arm talent. I love him. I think they just need to build a strong team around him. So, guys, you can get this guy at the end of the draft. Matter of fact, I advise you to pick this guy up like once quarterbacks start coming off and you got a good team, maybe round 14 or 13, you pick up Matthew Stafford because people not going to be going to get him early. He's probably be the 15th to 16th quarterback. It's probably that many quarterbacks that people want to get off of name value, but they're not going to be better than Matthew Stafford and have the wisdom that he has. So let me move on to my number one guy. And this is not necessarily the number one. Matthew Stafford probably is my number one guy. So this list is no particular order, but it's just guys and they all battle on the same level unless something happened or they get after the draft. I might redo this list and give them actually a number because they got certain weapons. But right now they all just even because the season is over. So my number one guy that I think that you can stream in 2021 or just pick up as a deep sleeper is Kirk Cousins from the Minnesota Vikings. Yes, I said it. Kirk Cousins. Now, guys, the reason why I'm telling you can pick up Kirk Cousins and you get, because these lists, they got a lot of stuff in that's similar to these guys. Like, they all similar, right? They all have strong run games mostly, right? That's one. Also, Kirk Cousins, have built a great team around him as far as with weapons, with Dalvin Cook, and a strong run game. So, guys, when you have that, Kirk Cousins, always know that his arm has been talented, but do you put the team on his back and let him throw it 40 times? No, you don't win that way. You go 50-50 and miss the playoffs, like Washington did, like Minnesota did a couple years ago. But when you go and play through the run game, Kirk Cousins will give you a chance to win any game. You'd be surprised. He did a lot of great stuff this year. I was very surprised, but I'm not really. It's because Dalvin Cook had a great year. But if Dalvin Cook don't have a good year, maybe I don't trust Kirk Cousins so good. But with that strong run game that Kevin Stefanski put his imprint on, this makes a great quarterback to stream. I know some of you streamed Kirk Cousins this year, right? And why did you stream him? Because you knew, even though he had Dalvin Cook, you knew Dalvin Cook wasn't going to hurt Kirk Cousins' number. Actually, it was going to help. So if Dalvin Cook getting off, that's going to be a high-scoring week for Minnesota. Kirk Cousins probably going to throw 2 to 3 touchdowns himself, and Dalvin Cook going to probably run for 2. So, guys, I don't believe it works as good as much as Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry together, but like both of their numbers is up. But Kirk Cousins' numbers is not going to drop below 25 when Dalvin Cook is playing good. Because eventually, when the team finally starts saying, look, we're not going to let Dalvin run the ball no more, then you hit Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Kyle Rudolph, and Irv Smith Jr. Then you do that. So I love Kirk Cousins as a streamer. Like I said, all my streaming quarterbacks and deep sleepers all have good run games, mostly. That's what it's about. It's a trend there. A lot of people don't get that. I'm not looking for a quarterback because he's going to throw it 40 times. 40 times just tells me that you get more susceptible for interceptions and turning the ball over. But 25 times or 28 times or even 30 times with a good run game tells me that you're going to have a lot of targets going to the red zone or the green zone area or for a touchdown. Like, you're not going to be getting a lot of empty throws. Your throws are going to be high points. You throwing for touchdowns. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this list. This is my 5 streamers or sleepers, guys, that you can pick up in your 2021 fantasy draft at the end, or just pick them up off the waiver wire after your draft is over. So guys, if you like this video, don't forget to smash the thumbs up on this video. Also subscribe to this channel, guys, because I'm going to keep giving you cutting edge information. Thank you. Have a blessed day.